very young age, I've always been inspired by people in the military. I didn't serve in the military. As I grew older, entered adult life where you gotta have a job and you're raising a family and trying to make ends meet. I've woke up many mornings and sometimes felt guilty that I didn't serve my country. I don't know if that's the right feeling to have or not, but in recent years, I've found a way that I can, and that's by showing vets an experience that with my help could be one of the coolest experiences they've ever had. So every year, I put in a little time and give the vets a little bit of me. One of the things I've done in recent years is go to Morehead City, North Carolina, and Chris Thompson restarted an old tournament called the Albie Fest.
Rob, if you'd please come on up.
Thank you. Thank everybody for having me here. I'm excited to be here with you all today. I appreciate everybody here for your service. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Before we get started and break up into groups, I'm just going to give you a basic overview of casting.
About 15 years ago, I met a recently retired Marine sniper named Chris Thompson. I met him on a ranch in Texas. I guided him to his first harvest of a deer, and through the week on this ranch, I learned of an organization called Project Healing Waters.
Rob and Flip came down to hunt at the ranch one year while we were there. When we were down there at the ranch, you know, I would talk to him about Project Healing Waters and my dream of going down to the Keys, and then he was starting the Seahunter and decided that he wanted Rick and I to come down and film with him. He got to meet the staff and everything else, and he's been involved ever since, and so have I.
Project Healing Waters, the fundamentals of it are using the skills of fly fishing, the casting, the tying the flies, the building of the rods, and then how to use all these things out in the wild to catch a fish, using all those fundamentals to heal veterans who have been stung by the winds of war.
I'm going to punch that thumb forward. That's going to be our acceleration and our abrupt stop. It looks something like this.
What you have going on right now is a Veterans Day for Project Healing Waters. Project Healing Waters is divided up into regions, and North Carolina is its own region. We have 9 programs right now in the state of North Carolina.
For now, I think everybody, we should just work on the forehand when we break up in our groups, and then as the morning goes on, then we can try the backhand, okay?
The region put together an event at the front of the Albacore Festival, working with the festival and its board in order to come in, get a day right now of a casting clinic with Rob Fordyce and his daughter Kaylee and other volunteers. Wanda Taylor's here, guys from the board, local fishermen.
I'm just going to do it with you again so you feel there.
Okay, I'm bringing it way farther down.
One unique thing about this visit to Morehead City for me is my daughter has shown an interest in pursuing fly fishing as a career, taking women on women's trips around the world. She's running tournaments, so fishing at some capacity is her future.
Project Healing Waters asked me to come in as a female to work with these female vets that they have. They have a lot of female veterans. They don't have a lot of female representatives for the organization. My role here was to take a couple female vets out fishing, teach them how to fly cast. Most of them already have an idea on how to fly cast. It's fine-tuning things, and a lot of them haven't done anything saltwater related.
And everybody has a different style. Some people like to...
Oh yeah, because Wanda just taught me one thing, and then Bo came around and tried to teach me another thing. Yeah. Like, it's all good, but now I can put it all together. But that worked for me.
So I'll show you. I like to sidearm.
Pinch, let go of the reel handle, drag the fish to me. Notice I'm not dropping the tip and then winding. I'm actually winding the pressure down and pulling the fish to me.
They're also upstairs tying flies with Blaine Chocolate and Gary Dubiel and Braden Miller, and they're tying flies that they can use to catch albies.
Becoming a part of the organization because of Chris and spending time with some of these vets, I can tell you firsthand, it's incredible to see how this organization and the fundamentals of fly fishing have healed thousands of people. You know, it's fall here in Morehead City, and one of the things that happens every fall is you get this big albacore migration coming down the Outer Banks, and it offers a great sight fishing opportunity. When the weather's nice, there's a plethora of boats out there chasing these things. It's all sight fishing. At times you feel like you're kind of playing bumper boats, you know, running around and chasing these albie blitzes on the surface, which to me is all part of the excitement. You're trying to beat the other boat to the fish and make a cast and get a bite. And I think all of that excitement bleeds over into the vets that are participating. It's exciting for me. I'm excited to show my daughter something that she's never done before, and we're with some of America's heroes, so I'm looking forward to the day.
Here you go. Coming right at you. See all that brown in the water? That's all bait.
No, it's first.
Catch that fish? Good job, buddy. Strip that. Keep tripping it. Keep tripping it, keep tripping it. There you go. Get tight, get tight. Watch your line get on the reel when he takes off. He doesn't know he's hooked yet. Yeah, he woke up a little bit, didn't he? No. Good job. If he wants to go, let him go. There you go. Ah! You held on a little too tight. That's what I'm saying. If he wants to go, let him go. Broke him off. But if you do this, you'll get him on the reel really quick.
He was on.
Come on, Tommy.
There it is.
Good job, Tommy. Watch your line get on the reel, everybody. Good thing to do, put that butt against your forearm. Let him go, let him go, let him go. Get him on the reel. You're wrapped around the back of the reel. That's right, let that go. There you go, you're good. Way to go.
God damn.
Things are powerful, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
Just let him do his thing. When he lets you, wind down, just don't hold the reel handle.
Right.
Only grab the reel handle when you're able to gain. You want to come to the back here a little bit? If for some reason he goes under the boat, just go real deep with it.
Okay.
Yeah. See right now how the second half of the rod is pretty straight.
Right.
Front half is bent. If you wind down a little bit, wind down, change the angle, keep going down, keep winding down, keep winding down, keep winding down. Now pump up. See how that tip gets straighter, and now you're bending the back of the rod?
Okay.
If he wants to go, let him go. He's going left, you kind of pull right, vice versa. Now he's going right, you pull left. There you go. Wind down, act like the leader's not there. Just wind it right into the tip. First albie?
Oh yeah.
Here, hold him, I'll take a picture of you. Tommy did it!
Finally.
You can act like you're happy.
I am.
Good job, buddy. Yeah. And the way that you let these go, I'll take your rod, is basically you just shoot them straight in the water. Perfect.
That was awesome.
Congrats.
What is going on?
Great job.
Wow.
Did you see how excited he got catching that? That's his first albacore.
Oh, I know.
And one thing I've noticed with all the vets that I've ever been with is the appreciation. They seem to get more excited than just the average Joe.
Yeah.
And I think it's something to do with, it takes a certain kind of individual that's served to have a mentality that there's no entitlement.
Right.
You know, there's no, they
truly appreciate the whole experience that they're getting.
They appreciate everything that they get, and I bet that's been through some stuff, even appreciates it more.
Right.
And that's why I do this. You know, it's just so cool.
It's really special.
To be a part of that and see that smile.
Yeah.
And it's a different smile than you get from other people.
It's funny how they just, you can't read the water, you can't.
They're just all of a sudden there.
It's wherever they want to be at. Yeah. That's totally different from like trout fishing.
Yeah,
I'm trying to read the water, like where are they going to be feeding at? Where's the easiest food source for them?
Right.
Here, I'm like, you got thousands of miles.
They're a mile away or they're right here at the boat.
There you go. Look down, watch him get on the reel. Good job, brother. Persistence pays. They're really good about running back at you. And no matter how fast you can reel, they can swim quicker.
My dad has always been a selfless person, and especially when it comes to what he does for work. He loves to cater to somebody who greatly appreciates what he's doing for them and greatly appreciates the experience that he's giving them, because it's not just that he's taking them out to catch fish for that day. That is a life-changing thing for some people. You might not think that, but especially for these veterans that are participating with Project Healing Waters, this is life-changing and life-altering for them. My dad just loves that aspect of it, that he gets to give back to somebody who's given everything for us and for our country.
All right, Tommy. Caught fish, buddy.
How about that?
Woo! That's definitely not trout. Thank you. That was a good call on that.
One thing about these fish, I was telling you, how the fin just disappears.
Oh my
Look at
God,
that.
look at that.
See that? Live to fight another day.
Yeah.
Good job.
Whew. Oh, I don't like it at all.
You order your boat yet?
One of the hardest things for a veteran that's served our country, especially if they've been deployed in active war, is the camaraderie that they go up with through the training, and then the camaraderie of serving, and then the camaraderie of being in a situation that could be life-saving amongst their comrades and the guys they've come along through the military system with. When they return to civilian life, that camaraderie's gone. You know, one guy goes back to his hometown in Virginia and the other goes to California, and his best buddy while he was serving maybe lives in Florida. They don't have that unity. They don't have that waking up saving each other's ass every day. The time I have experience with vets, they all say the same thing, and that's the toughest part. So the cool thing about this organization and the cool thing about this event is everybody shows up from all their little places where they live with one goal. They're all coming here to fly fish. They're coming here to get better at fly fishing. Some of them are coming here to catch their first saltwater fish. Fly fishing gives them something to be on their mind that's active.
We have a guy here this weekend that actually had a plan to take his own life, but he's here. He's still here. And part of the reason that he's still here is because this organization gave him something else to focus on other than the monsters that were inside of his head. That's a beautiful thing. We have boat captains and just regular boat owner fishermen from our community that volunteer their time and their boats and their tackle to get these vets out on the water.
So on behalf of the Cape Lookout Albacore Foundation, welcome to today's Veterans Fishing Day for the Cape Lookout Albacore and Redfish Festival. We have a lot of folks here from Project Healing Waters Fly Fishing, the vets that all of you are going to be with. I especially want to thank our community that has come together to make this possible for these vets, because there is absolutely no way that we could do any of this without you.
The thing that makes Project Healing Waters really different, what makes it special, it's not just, hey, I'm going to take you fishing and we're done. There's individual programs that run on their own independently all the time. You become a participant and you continue to go as long as you want.
I know.
Google Project Healing Waters and see where there's a chapter in your area. Go experience one of these events for yourself.
There you go.
That's your first time? That's awesome. Did good.
And if you've never served and you feel guilty about that, it's the way you can serve now is by helping out.
No, that was cool, but that was pretty damn big.
All these organizations and programs need volunteers. They need just a little bit of your time. And I can tell you this, selfishly, I get more out of the time I spend with vets than they do from me. They would disagree, but I always learn something and I meet some amazing people.
If you haven't already, go to my website, theseahuntertv.com. You can watch past episodes, shop apparel, book a fishing charter with the Seahunter Fishing Group, and watch some behind the scenes.
We had a great group of vets here. We had a great little fly school before the vet day. Many of them caught their first fish. The weather, later in the week wasn't the best. We had a couple of nice days. Fishing was tough, but the overall experience for everybody, me, all the boat captains that donated their time, and all the vets that participated, I think it was A+.
I want to thank everybody for coming together. This is a very big deal for us. It's the first year since COVID that we have gone all in and tried to do our full event. And as you can see, the tent is packed. And I'm very grateful to everyone that is here. Most importantly, we're here honoring our friend Danny Medlin. That was a huge part of this event. See his name right up at the top, and we lost him this year. And we all miss him, and his family is here. And so we're going to make tonight great. What we have always been here for is for our veterans. And I would like all of them to stand up for a minute. If you're one of the Project Healing Waters participants or volunteers, please stand up.
Oh my gosh, shrimp. I am a happy camper. Thank you.
So some of you may have seen on the internet, there's a guy named Matt Hart that is a sculptor that works with metal. He ties flies out of metal. Matt heard about what we were doing, but he made this one, a saltwater streamer, specifically to be the 2023 Danny Medlin Inspiring Kindness Award for our festival. And the board discussed who it should be. It needed to be someone who gave of themselves. It needed to be someone who was always there for the veterans. It needed to be someone who brought them into their lives with no expectation of reward, no expectation of recognition. And the board unanimously decided that this first award should go to someone that Danny was with not very long before he passed. That was a very big inspiration to him. And that person is Captain Rob Fordyce of the Seahunter. I'm talking enough for both of us. You can go sit down. First fish landed during the tournament.
Sorry, I got a little emotional there. I was totally unexpecting to get that trophy. And I think my emotions explain what kind of man Danny was. That's probably one of the best trophies I've ever won, and I've been blessed to win a lot of them. And that may be the best one. Along the journey with Project Healing Waters, I've met some of the most amazing men and women I've ever met in my life. And they've made me a better patriot. This whole room is filled with patriots, or you wouldn't be here. And I want to thank you, Chris, for getting me involved.
This episode's all about the vets. It's all about the program in Project Healing Waters. But there was a guy I met here at the Albee Fest the first time I came here years ago. named Danny Medlin. First time I met Danny, I talked to him for about 30 seconds, and I liked the guy. He just had that something about him that you liked. No one could talk to this guy and not like him immediately. But the unique thing about Danny was, after you talked to him for 3 or 4 minutes, when you left the conversation, you kind of left inspired to want to be like him. And I've been all over the world. I've met a lot of people, some amazing people, but I haven't met too many people that struck me like that. Great family man, did a lot for his community, and was a huge vet supporter and a huge reason why this Albacore Fest exists today. We lost Danny recently to cancer, and his family has made it a point to carry on Danny's memorial and carry on the giving side of Danny in support. And I just want to say, Danny, we're going to miss you, buddy. But I've been truly inspired to meet the rest of your family and know that Danny Medlin and his inspiration to all of us is not going away. It's going to be carried on by his family and all of his friends. And that's why we named this episode Patriot.